Good morning, students. My name is Ankit Sharma, and today we are going to discuss one of the important topics of your polity component. This topic is not only important for your exams, but as a responsible citizen of the country, you should always aware of your rights. Aspirants, as you all know that many of the Indian examinations have been frequently asking you question on this specific topic only, and that is why it is important for you to cover these topics. So our today's topic is on fundamental rights. जैसे कि आप सब लोग जानते हो, JKSSB पंचायत अकाउंट असिस्टेंट एग्जाम में भी ये टॉपिक सिलेबस में लिखा हुआ है और JKSSB हमेशा से फंडामेंटल राइट्स के ऊपर से क्वेश्चन दो तीन या चार पांच क्वेश्चन बनाकर आपसे पूछता है. टीचर्स का जो एग्जाम हुआ था उसमें भी ये किया हुआ था. मोर ओवर जितने भी इंडिया में एग्जाम्स हैं सब फंडामेंटल राइट्स को टच करते हैं. दैट इज व्हाई इट इज ऑल्सो इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो हम इसको आज कवर करने वाले हैं. Fundamental rights are mentioned in the Indian Constitution. I said Indian Constitution. Fundamental rights are mentioned in the Constitution of India. That means it is mentioned in the Constitution. And what is the Constitution? Constitution क्या है? Constitution is the document of people's faith and aspirations. And what is the faith and aspirations of the people of this country? The faith and the aspirations of the people of this country are justice, equality, liberty, fraternity. And where these aspirations are mentioned, these aspirations are mentioned in the Constitution. That is why Constitution, on the other hand, Constitution is the supreme law of land. क्या बोला मैंने? Constitution is the document of, Constitution is like that, the document of people's faith and aspirations. And what is the faith and aspirations of the people of this country? You say that justice, equality, liberty, and so on so forth. It is the document of the people's faith and aspiration, and the faith and aspiration of the people of this country is justice, equality, fraternity, liberty, and these aspirations are mentioned in the Indian Constitution. On the other hand, Constitution is the supreme law of land which enjoys legal sanctity. What is this? Constitution is the supreme law of land. Constitution is the supreme law of land which enjoys legal sanctity. What is this supreme law of land and what is this legal sanctity? That means whenever the law made by the legislature or executive, it should have been with the provisions of the Constitution. If it had not been with the provisions of the Constitution, it is declared as null and void. So Constitution is the supreme law of land which enjoys legal sanctity as well. Constitution is not an ordinary form of land. Remember aspirants, Constitution is not an ordinary form of land. It is a supreme law of land. Now focus on the topic. आज हम जो पढ़ने वाले हैं फंडामेंटल राइट्स. राइट्स के बारे में जब भी बात होती है तो राइट्स को क्या कहा जाता है? व्हाट आर राइट्स या राइट्स क्या है ये समझना भी जरूरी है. बेसिक है, बेसिक ही पढ़ाऊंगा. व्हाट इज राइट? राइट इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एंटाइटलमेंट. I am entitled to do something and you are entitled to do something. For example, this is my classroom and you are my student. इफ एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, अगर कभी भी आपको मेरी बात समझ नहीं आएगी, तो यू हैव द राइट टू आस्क मी योर डाउट्स, एंड इट इज द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ माइन to counter your doubts. This is like a type of right. And now rights are further classified into two categories. Number one is constitutional rights, and other is statutory rights. And what is this constitutional rights and statutory rights? Constitutional rights are those rights which are mentioned in the Indian Constitution, which are mentioned in the Indian Constitution. And what is the statutory rights? These are those rights which are not mentioned in the Constitution but were made by the Parliament. Made by the Parliament, by law or by order, made by the Parliament but not mentioned in the Constitution, made by the Parliament. Constitutional rights are further classified into two categories. These are fundamental rights and other one is the other constitutional rights. Fundamental rights are those rights which are mentioned in the part 3rd of the Indian Constitution, and constitutional rights are those rights which are not the part of the part 3rd of the Indian Constitution. Like example, इसकी classical example, a right to property. So this is the classification of rights. Rights are classified into two categories: constitutional rights and statutory rights. Constitutional rights are those rights which are mentioned in the Indian Constitution itself, and statutory rights are those rights which are made by the Parliament. For example, MG Narega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act is a statutory right. And the constitutional rights are further divided into two: fundamental rights and the other constitutional rights. Fundamental rights are those rights which are mentioned in part 3rd of the Constitution, and other constitutional rights are those rights which are not the part of the part 3rd of the Constitution but are present in the Constitution in the form of the articles, that is right to property. For example, this is the article number 300A. Very important. Now these are the classification of rights. Now our today's topic is on this fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are also constitutional rights because it is mentioned in the Constitution. फंडामेंटल राइट्स के बारे में पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. सो अब हम डायरेक्ट टॉपिक पे जाएंगे कि फंडामेंटल राइट्स क्या है. फंडामेंटल राइट्स के ऊपर एक सीधा क्वेश्चन आता है, Why fundamental rights are called fundamental? Fundamental rights को fundamental क्यों बोलते हैं? Simple सा आंसर है, because it is guaranteed by the Constitution. Because it is guaranteed by the Constitution and protected by the Constitution. Why fundamental rights are called fundamental? Why? Because it is guaranteed by the Constitution and equally protected by the Constitution. Who is the guarantor and the protector of the Constitution? Supreme Court of India. Who is the guarantor? Supreme Court of India. Why fundamental rights are called fundamental? Because they are guaranteed and equally protected by the Constitution. Who is the guarantor of the who is the guarantor of the fundamental rights? Supreme Court of India. Why Supreme Court of India? For example, If your fundamental rights are violated by the state, you can approach to the Supreme Court of India because it is guaranteed by the Constitution. State cannot take away your fundamental right because it is equally protected by the Constitution as well. And who is the protector? The Honorable Supreme Court of India. With the help of Article 32, you can move to the Supreme Court. And also with the Article 2 to 6, we can move to High Courts as well. That means fundamental rights are justiciable in nature. Very important, ये एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. Fundamental rights are justiciable in nature because it is protected by the Supreme Court of India under Article 32 and under Article 226 by the High Courts. याद रखना, in case of violation of fundamental rights, we can move to the Supreme Court under Article 32 and High Courts under Article 226. That is why it is justiciable in nature. Fundamental rights are those rights which are enforceable by the courts against the state. Remember that definition also. These are the rights that are enforced by the court against the state. ये भी आपको याद रखना है. So fundamental rights are equally protected and guaranteed by the Constitution of India. Moreover, for the overall development, for overall development of an individual, fundamental rights are must, as it is stated in the Maneka Gandhi case. Now, how many fundamental rights, और जो एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं वो क्या क्या है, ये पता लग गया होगा आपको. फंडामेंटल राइट्स जो बेसिक है, फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर मेंशन्ड इन आर्टिकल 12 to 35, नंबर 1. उसके बाद मेंशन्ड इन पार्ट 3rd of the Indian Constitution, borrowed from Constitution of USA, वहां पर इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Bill of Rights, Magna Carta of the Constitution, it is also known as the Magna Carta of the Constitution. ये मैग्ना कार्टा की कहानी ऐसी है, मैग्ना कार्टा वर्ल्ड में किंग जॉन द्वारा 1215 में कुछ राइट्स दिए गए थे. उन राइट्स को क्वालिफाइड राइट्स बोला गया था और उनको मैग्ना कार्टा बोला जाता था. और वो राइट्स उसने किंग जॉन ने अपने लोगों को दिए थे, बट वो क्वालिफाइड थे. वुमेन्स के लिए कुछ राइट्स थे, मेंस के लिए कुछ राइट्स थे, अमीरों के लिए अलग राइट, गरीबों के लिए अलग राइट. तो फिर उसमें बाद में क्या हुआ, एक यूएसए कंट्री बनी और उसने सारे के सारे राइट्स अपने सिटीजन्स को दे दिए. तो वो कहानी अलग से है, वो हम बाद में पढ़ेंगे. आर्टिकल आपको याद रखना है फॉर फंडामेंटल राइट्स, आर्टिकल 12 to 35 फ्रॉम पार्ट 3rd ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, borrowed फ्रॉम यूएस से, जिसको बिल ऑफ राइट्स भी बोला जाता है. इट इज आल्सो नोन एज द मैग्ना कार्टा ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. ये कुछ आपको एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, याद रखना है. आर्टिकल 12 से लेकर 35 तक फंडामेंटल राइट्स हैं हमारे. मेंशन्ड इन फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर मेंशन्ड इन विच पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन? पार्ट 3rd ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. हमने कहां से बोरो किया है? यूएसए से बोरो किए हैं. इट इज आल्सो नोन एज द मैग्ना कार्टा ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. आपको ये भी याद रखना है, फंडामेंटल राइट्स आर जस्टिसिएबल इन नेचर. मैंने बता दिया आर्टिकल 32 और 226. In case of violation of fundamental rights, we can move to Supreme Court and High Courts. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हम आर्टिकल 32 की हेल्प से जा सकते हैं और आर्टिकल 226 से हम हाई कोर्ट्स में जा सकते हैं. These fundamental rights are meant for political democracy. ये भी आपको याद रखना है, is meant for political